Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Spartans will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
It's complete to the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's taking the shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Algier. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Leaves it with the back. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Give to the running back. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wideouts either side. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Spartans are flying down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. 2nd down coming up. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Smashes through. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. And the Spartans want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Feeling some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Off the boot, looking for his man. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete, and looking for enough for the 1st down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed in himself because he's good enough to make these plays.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago. Such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they...
He's got it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sparty. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Pulls and fires complete. Gets away from one, finds room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop them.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll leave it with him. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Michigan State, 24, Cincinnati, 0.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chains. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds a crease at the 20. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's back to throw on second down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the backfield because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Michigan State.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Now they'll run the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Offense getting set for 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Smith.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Touchdown, Spartans! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
Splits the uprights.
Is good.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop in the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball away.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Out of the gun, the inside give. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Just trudged through it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Back to pass, it's Roberson. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll do it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Moving out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
You throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. Nice move there. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Looking to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off, accurate.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He'll try it again. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it from the gun. Gets him down at the 30 after a 50-yard pickup. They are trending, and they have a 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Keeps the legs moving. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about